VRL, and we're just about to get started. We are here for the preseason test, Russia. It's looking very exciting. We don't have a full grid today, but it's even though it's not full, it's fairly full. Um, we That's the preseason test. This is not round one. No points will be awarded today, and it will be not fun, but just to see everyone's capabilities to get into a new season. And yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how things will go. It's looking very exciting. I think we generally have a 6 people going for one championship, which is very exciting. And even that 6 people that can go for championships should not underestimate the midfield. And if the midfield can't catch up to the leaders, then that's also not bad, because then we have a very exciting midfield battle, which was very close last season, which I also was involved in. But it's looking very competitive this season, and I think that's something to look forward to. And yeah, that's all to say for preparation. Short qualifying, of course, and then 50% race distance. The cars on equal. What there's more to say? Damage is on full. Car setup is custom. Rules and flags are on, and corner cutting is on strict. So no room for any error there. Yeah, we're just about to get started for qualifying, so keep your eyes out. It will be interesting to see who will get that pole position. A little bit by myself. I'm a driver I was a driver in VRL last season. I took home 1 victory and came 7th in the championship. But enough about me. It's all about these guys now this season. And let's hope they put on a good show. Game still loading here. In total we have 12 drivers on the grid today, and that's pretty crazy when you compare it to last season. We only had 6 or 7 on the grid, so we actually have grown a lot. 7 drivers couldn't make it, or 8 drivers couldn't make it, and we do have a full grid, 20 drivers, 9 out of 10 times probably. And qualifying is a go, and let's see who can get that pole position. Let's see who goes out first. I see some movement in the Ferrari garage. Is that Chris? Yes it is. Yes it is Chris. This is Chris going out. Being the first one to go out. No, actually not. It's another driver ahead. Trying to find him here. It's the Toro Rosso, the Duke of Bristol. And he's gonna go and probably set the first lap time of the season. And then we have all gaggle of cars behind them going out, and oh Jesus, that's nearly contact between the and the Ferrari. Yes, it's a go. Let's see who's gonna go across the line first. We're just gonna keep out for the Duke Bristol, because he's gonna cross that line first. We still have Sandman in it's not going. Yoda Speak has left the session. For some reason he's left the session. Was there a bad internet connection? Must have been. Now coming to the final part to start his lap. Yeah, he's gonna be the first one to start a lap. Coming around the second last corner. Now the last corner. And he's gonna start a lap right now. Let's see what he can do. And let's see what the other drivers are. Chaffee is coming to the last corner as well. And also gonna start a lap here. And it's a go. Oh, then we have a little bit of squabbling going on between these guys. They're pretty close together, Phil Smith. And it's one of the Renaults, it must be Endoy, yes it is. So is Phil gonna, this is a bit of a strategy by Phil to get a little bit of a slipstream. It looks like it is, and Savvy is also on a flying lap. And Cognac also on a flying lap. Regis is also on a flying lap. And Endoy, of course, just ahead of Phil. Everyone seems to be on a flying lap, except Sapman. He is still in the pit. And same goes for Yoda Speak. He must have some kind of connecting issue. I'm gonna go with on board with the man who think I will take Paul for now. Let's see what he can do in this lap. VRL season 1 champion, of course. Let's see what he can do. Braking very nicely. He must have some kind of dirty air, and there's a yellow flag somewhere. I'm trying to see. Duke Bristol has left the session. Duke has left the session. I'm trying to see what happened. It must have been a disconnection, I am guessing. I saw no assignment, so it must be a disconnection. That's very sad. And now coming into the last sector, it's a very tight sector. You can't get too wide here, or you will be drifting around. And then Chaffee has ball for now. And Phil's coming around the last corner. Can he Zavi is on pole right now. Can he grab that pole? Yeah, Phil, what a 135. Very much ahead of Zavi and Safi. Wow, that's a real surprise. That's a real big surprise there. Cognac takes pole position for now. Bit of an underdog. I must say, I did not expect that from him. And we have yellow flags. Let's see what happens. Probably just a car slowing down to get out of the way. Is he on a flying lap? I'm guessing so. Maybe he had a bit of a mess up coming into turn 1. Sevman and Yoda are still in the pit. They have disconnected, just like Duke. Phil Smith second. So let's take a look at the order. Cognac is first. Then we have Phil Smith. I am Regis, then we have Zavi, then we have Chaffee, then we have Scenic, and then Endoy, and then Chris, Sabman, Yoda Speak, and Duke Bristol. Duke Bristol is not gonna go get a lap out, and I did not expect that to be Cognac on pole position. Well, provisional pole, of course. Javi just put another lap in on the same set, hasn't he? Or is he just gonna get around and start a flying lap? Number 1, yeah, Phil's coming into the pits. Well, we have the only McLaren right now, staying out for another lap. He's gonna go for another lap on the same set tires, which is weird. Yeah, most of the people are coming into the pits. I think Endoy is also just finished the lap on the same set. I'm not sure. Seffi also didn't pull into the pits, going on for another lap on the same set. And looks like the only cars on track right now are Chevy, Sev is also out on track. Endoy is out on track, and that's it. 3 cars on track. Oh no, 4 cars. Sorry, Cognac is still going for the same lap on the same tires. Which is very weird. And I just got latest news. Yoda Speaks session froze, so there was a disconnection there, and that must have been internet problems or a glitch by the game. Endoy is on a slow lap, and ooh, he must be getting some dirty air right now. Oh, oh well, there goes his lap, and that's the end of that. Savvy still on flying lap. I'm having some technical issues here. Sorry, I am back. And Chaffee, who still stays P5. And we have Chaffee going out on to the pits again. Outlap for Phil Smith. Will be looking to gain their pole position. Big shoes to fill for him. And then we have a car going out on track. That's Chris. That's very nice. Mall track action, 9 minutes and almost 50 seconds to go in this session. Cognac pulls into the pits to get a new set of tires. He'll be probably going out for a new lap shortly. Sinek is just coming out, and we have more. This is Chris, of course, still going out. Sadman is finally going for a lap. It took him a while. It took him a very while to finally set a lap, and the on-board seems to be glitched. So that's good. I believe out of my head, Chapman is also from America, so the connection could be a little bit worse to me, because considering I'm from the Netherlands. This on-board seems to be glitched, so let's just move on to someone else. Most of the on-board seem to be glitched. Chaffee now pulling into the pits. Chaffee in the pits, and let's go on ball with Phil Smith. I think he's on a timed run. I think he is. Yes, he seems to be on a timed run. Yes, it is. Let's just go on ball with the man, season 1 champion. Hitting those apex very nicely. It's very important to do that here. If you go, yeah, a little bit wide like that, you could be scrumming, and that's gonna cost him time. And you know, you never know, that's gonna cost him professional pole position. Braking hard as you can here. Hitting those apex very important. You don't want to get too early on the power, otherwise you'll be drifting around. Also, this is probably one of the more technical sessions parts, of the circuit. Second last corner. The last corner, very short one to the line, and it's no improvement. It seems to, no, it's improvement. It's an improvement of 200, so I think. And let's see, Chavi on outlap, I think. He seems to be on outlap also, or in-lap, sorry. Phoenix has the DRS open, not sure if he is on a, no, he still needs to start a lap, I think, or just coming around to finish a lap. I think he's gonna finish a lap right there. So let's just see what he can do in the last sector. Ooh, that's gonna cost him some time. Ooh, yeah, that's what I mean. So you just basically, if you go too hard into that, you'll basically will be drifting around. Sapman goes fastest, and he goes by 300. He goes ahead, almost 300, I think, if my maths are correct. And Scenic stays P7. That's very well done. I was just planning to go on board with him, but I just missed it. That's a shame. Cognac on a, I don't know, a flying, yes he is on a flying lap. Let's see if he can regain pole position back from Sadman. Yeah, a little too deep into that, I think. That's what I meant. Don't go too too deep into there. I think he has done. No, it gonna cost him a little bit of time, but nothing serious. Last corner, trying to brake as hard as you can, trying to turn in as late as you can. Last corner up until the line, no improvement, and we have yellow flags. Trying to find that right now. Who has spun? And my menu seems to be glitched on I am riders. I can't believe that. That's very good. No, it just seems to it skips to I am riders. It's glitched. And I think end noise as retired from the session, and as we see Scenic making a mistake, but it probably won't matter considering it's an in lap. The number one Chevy came third in the championship. Very well done. With joined mid-season, and he did very well to gain that P3 ahead of me actually, which I was pretty sad. And we seem to be back to Iron Riders. Still out on track. Coniel probably going into the pits. Sedman's coming into the pits. Yoda still in the pits. He had a glitch or a screen freeze. At least his screen froze and then he disconnected from the lobby. Chris, an outlap. He just about to get. He's gonna set a time. Sadman, who skipped the first ones and went for the second one, only set a lap time on the second runs. And Iron Riders also going onto an outlap. This is not it's a normal lap I think from Xavi. Oh sorry, Chavi. Turning in, very nice. Very sharp, a little bit understeer on the exit, and it goes to P4. That's very well done. Xavi P6. I mean, I do expect a little bit more from him this season. I think he's one of those title contenders, I think. But for now, only P6 ahead of his former teammate Scenic. And then we have Chris, who's on a flying lap, who's actually got already 40% ERS use, or only 40% to use ERS, I should say. P9, he comes up pretty late actually. Maybe just waiting to get that track rubbered in. I'll just change to outside camera view. Number 22, Chris, in that red Ferrari, just being changed down by the Sauber of Chevy. Braking very nicely here, on ball with him. He's taking these corners very nicely. Let's see. Very good, very nice. I think that Xavi just behind. I think he's gonna pull into the pits. And Chris goes to P5, dropping Iron Riders, Xavi and Scenic all down one place. Xavi pulled into the pit. Does he have enough time left to do another run? I think. I mean, not actually. Might just do one. And we see, oh, yellow flags. Bunch of shirts, that nothing interesting going on. It seems to. Was it Phil? Yeah, I think it might have been Phil, considering he's now going very, very slow. Pay 3. All to play for the race, of course, but said man is definitely one who has topped out the rest. And very surprising. Righteous is out he goes, and I wish we had replays in this game, because I can't just keep up with everyone logically. Scenic. Oh, another yellow, second one of 3, must be Phil. Phil now starting a lap. Just searching for the pole position. He needs another six. I think, yeah, he needs another 600 to get them pole position. And this, you can't even call this a corner. This one is very tricky in real life. It's not so tricky on this game. Ooh, we need to be careful there that he won't go off, or you'll get a warning, or your lap won't count. And in case your lap won't count. Very nicely putting an apex is on a time of 50,000. Oh, sorry, 50 seconds. 50 seconds, what I'm saying. He's looking good. I don't see any huge mistakes. Of course, you all see the minor things, but you can't judge someone on that. You just need to and the timing. The checkered flag has fallen, so all the laps must be finished. Phil Smith on board with him. Let's just go to the outside view, also on board, and that's a huge mistake. He goes too deep there, and that might actually cost him pole or second place. You never know. Yeah, it pulls into the pits. That's all over for him. All over. Cognel, can he get that pole position? Oh, that's a little too much on the curbs. Has finished its lap, and I don't think Cognel is gonna get pole position here from the mistakes he made. But that's, even though he doesn't probably get that one. Let's see. No, he doesn't. It's still a very good result from him. And let's see. No, that's qualifying finished. Everyone has done their lap. Phil Smith in the pits after not being able to set an improvement of his time. And I think I am very pleasantly surprised by Cognel, who's done very good. And Sabman, of course, he's on pole position. He's the man to get the best starting grid position. And maybe, who knows, maybe even the best position to get that race win. It was to hundreds. Phil Smith behind, then followed by 200s of Cognel. But it doesn't matter. Sabman is on pole, and he very much deserves that. We had a few no time setters. Because of lag or glitches or bad connection to the host. And we have some people joining. Stijn Koistra is missed qualifying, but he's here for the race, so that's very good of him. He's in a Mercedes, but originally he would have been in the Force India, but considering he joined late, he couldn't choose a car. Even though he drives for Mercedes, the points now, well, normally, let's say if this was a championship race and you miss qualifying, you go into a team you're not driving for, the points will go to your original team. And we still have Yoda and Stijn Koolstra need to wait up 5 red lights. And the 5 red lights go out, and away we go. Let's see who can get a good start. Approaching turn 1. And oh, it's a bit side there between Chevy, and Chevy goes deep, and oh, massive pile up, and that's one of the McLarens. That must be Cognel. Cognel's out, and then we still have some action going on, some good wheel to wheel racing. Oh, the Ferrari goes a little bit wide there. Let's see. Oh yeah, it goes very wide. He loses out. Phil Smith was involved in that incident. Very sad. Cognel, though, basically the number 2 and 3 have crashed out. Well, not crashed out, but have been involved in an incident, which means they'll be on the back foot. Oh, still looking to get that move done, but let's see. Zevi. Oh, we have some good action between the midfield guys. Oh, you can't really call them midfield guys, but let's see who can get a position here. He's looking to get one, and oh, that's Chevy and the Williams. Chevy and the Williams. That must be Yoda's Peak and Chevy. Yeah, Chevy. That must be Chevy. Chevy has got no front win, and he's gonna have to pit. And let's see Yoda's Peak. Does he have damage? I can't see it from he's on board. Come on. He doesn't have pit to have huge damage. Sandman, who can, oh, yellow flag. Where's the yellow flag? And Scenic, that's Scenic out. Scenic out of the race, and Yoda's Peak. 5 seconds stop going penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, that's right. Yoda's Peak has left the session. Is that an own choice or is that a race quit? Oh, yeah, Phil Smith and Endoy going side by side, and Xavi has also left the session. That must have been rage quit, because he clearly, that must have been a rage quit. Or also a bad internet connection, but I think it is a rage quit. Now we have some good action. Phil Smith. And this is Chris goes wide, and he loses the position. And we have Stein driving on the Force India, but considering he showed up late. Ooh. Savvy. There's still battle going on between this Chris and Endoy. This is very nice battling between those. I think these are the guys that are gonna be mostly driving in the midfield, but don't ever underestimate them. You never know. It's a crazy Formula 1. It's a crazy sport. You never know. They might be ending up champions. Phil Smith goes a little bit wider. He's trying to catch that spec. He's trying to catch the top 4 after his incident. He's looking fairly good. I'm not sure what happened there, but there was a lot of debris flying around, and the only thing I could see was Kunyal and Phil Smith basically sideways, and then we have a little bit more battles going on. Not really good camera shot here. This is Chris drop down, he goes into the pits. He must have had front wing damage. Or is this the planned stop? No, it can't be. It can't be on lap 3. It's way too early. Phil Smith still trying to catch up. So the top 4, bit of number 6, 5 and 4, bit of in no man's land. Then we have I am Rogers 1.8 behind the Duke of Bristol, then who is trailing Sandman by 4 seconds. And Sandman is seemingly having it under control, but you never know. It's a long race, 27 laps. I just would like you to remind you that this is a multiple warnings. Is the first penalty, I think, that because of corner cutting. But what I was talking about is that these go for non-points, and oh, there was some battling going on there which I missed. Very sorry about that. And Xavi seems to lost 2 positions. Oh no, 3. Sorry, no, 2 in one go. And but can he gain one back on Stein? But can he gain one back on Stein? Yes, he can. And Stein will looking to cut inside again. DRS activated a lap, so he will get that DRS. Not sure Savvy has DRS. And yeah, Stein is closing up with the DRS down the inside. No, he thought about it, but it wasn't meant to be. Remember, these 2 are teammates originally, but Stein showed up late to qualifying, so he couldn't choose his car. But normally, if points were awarded, the points would go to the Force India for the constructors. Let's see if there are any more battles going on. Doesn't seem to be happening. No, main battle seems to be between Stein and Xavi in the top 5 or top 6, sorry. Xavi just fell short of P3 in the championship, and a guy with a loads of bad luck, I must say, involved in quite unlucky incidents. Connections to the host were very bad for him, lag, everything, and he goes wide there. Is that gonna be a warning? I believe out of my head it's going to be. And we also have Android catching up on these guys. Starting again very close and looking. Oh, he surely has got some DRS going on there. If he can get a good exit, he might be able to make a move into turn 2. This is turn 1, and then the upcoming turn is turn 2. DRS activated. Is he gonna go for some kind of dive bomb here? No, he thinks better about it. Of course, you don't want to hit your teammate. That would mean, oh, Cognac goes wide, and sure, there must be a penalty. Oh, he rejoins. Very dangerous there. Very dangerous. And he's lost a place. Very nice battling going on here in Russia for the preseason test. These guys are already pushing to their limit. Must be. It's one shame though, all your efforts won't mean a lot in the championship because you will not gain any points for this race. I'm needing to keep focus on 2 battles here, so I'll switch around a bit. Sorry if I get some things wrong, but the closest seems to be between Stein and Xavi. Can he look here? Let's see. He's just pressuring Xavi, and yeah, the pressure's worked off. He got by. Can he make the move stick though? Yes, he can. Oh, Xavi needs to turn his controller a bit there, because otherwise there would have been a bit of contact, and he's lost quite a bit of time to Endoy, who's now also looking to catch up with Cognac, who started second but was involved in some first lap incidents. Let's see. He has DRS. Oh no, yeah, he has DRS. Is it gonna be enough to go for a move here? I think it's gonna be a bit more wanting of this. He goes for the move. Goes a little bit wide, cuts the corner, and Xavi has a penalty. 3 seconds will be added to his race time. Very nice side battling. I wouldn't go for a move here down the inside. Looking to cut in. Maybe, no, it can't do anything. Cognac is past Endoy, who's now in P8. And this is Chris just driving around in P9 in no man's land. But he needs to hold in there and see what happens in the... Because the race is 27 laps, 6 of them have passed. Normally, on the 25% race distance, the pit stop would be coming. But I'm not sure if anyone wants to go for undercuts or anything. I'm trying to look out for pit stops. Maybe I wouldn't say the pit window is open, but if you're gonna go, it might be time to pit now. Phil Smith, yes, he's into the pits. He is into the pits. And is anyone gonna follow him? Doesn't seem like it. No, it doesn't. No. Oh yeah, Ennoy also goes into the pits. And then this is Chris, who's driving very lonely behind. Is he also gonna pull into the pits? No, I don't think so. No, he's not. He looks like he thought about it. And what's all? Oh yeah, the penalty. There must have been a penalty, and he's having to wait. That's gonna cost him some time, and I think that means Phil's gonna go for a 2-stopper. Is he gonna come ahead of? This is Chris. He's not gonna leave any no, he's gonna leave some room, but he's not wanting to just let Phil go. This is probably the only action he's gonna get from a racing wise in a very long time. Phil does he die? Oh no! Phil Smith is out. He lost it on the braking, I'm guessing, and he's out. He is out of the race, and this is amazing. Season 1 champion out in the preseason race. Of course, this is all a test. These guys, maybe some of them must be rusty league racing wise, and I think that's just, yeah, that's just stupid. That's just, you just DNF'd. And that means Stein, everyone will move up one position. Yara Speak has left the session, so he won't get any points. Andoy, yeah, he was in battle with Andoy. I don't what I thought he was maybe gonna loop down the inside and then maybe just fought better with it. But in the process of thinking better of it, he wanted to move back to the racing line and he just lost it. That's what I'm guessing. And that means that Stein now in P4, Zevi now P5, Daniel P6, this is Chris in P7, Endoy P8, and Yoda Speedball is in P9, but he is not there anymore. I must say, Sadman is controlling the race, really controlling the race. He's looking comfortable, and I think if he doesn't make any mistakes, and he gets a right good strategy, I think the victory is yours. But you never think that as a driver, of course, because those are the times it's gonna go wrong. I'm Roger still 7 seconds behind. So let's see if he pulls into the pits. Maybe no, it doesn't look like it. He lapped his teammates, and looks like there are no real on-track battles going on. This is the pit. Well, I think most of these guys are gonna go for a one stop. Yeah, well, maybe it depends if they go. You could still go for a two stop, but I think it would be playing stupid. I think they're gonna go into the harder tire. 17 left, maybe hardest tires. They're gonna, I don't know. I think most of these guys are gonna go for a one stop, but then it's the question: do you risk like going to the faster tire and risk having it wear out more, or do you go with the harder tire and trying to see if you can gain some time at the end of the race? That's the big question right now, I'm thinking. In my career mode, I took. Let me think. I took the second softest compound, the ultra soft, I think it is, for 13 laps. So it's possible. It definitely is possible. Because when in my career mode, I hadn't had too much wear, so I think you can make it happen going onto the softer tire or the second softest tire, and then being able to make it to the end of the race. But I think your tire is gonna be wearing out, well, not wearing out, or gonna be weared out a lot at the end of the race. And most of these guys are gonna come out and lap Yoda Speak, who's left the session. This is one for the order here. Sadman comfortably leading 5 seconds out of the Duke Bristol. Then we have Rogers in third, Stein in fourth, Zevi in fifth, Coniel 6th. This is Chris is in 7th, Andoy is 8th, Yoda Speak has left the session and won't be getting any points, and it will be counted as a DNF. Scenic, I don't know what happened to him. I think he spun out and hit the wall. Chevy, I think his connection went bad, or B, he had a rage quit. Phil Smith, coming out of the pit, cold tires. He had a back mark. He had to get rid of a back marker. Was looking like he wanted to go for a move. Then thinking better of it, wanted to move back onto the racing line, and then I think just lost control. That's what I think happened. And Sam Madison into the pit. Sam Madison into the pit right now. and so here's a penalty, and that's gonna cost him. He went too fast into the pit lane. Of course, that's gonna cost him, and I think if the Duke Bristol puts on a very good in lap and doesn't do the same thing, I think P1 might be his. And I am Rich also in the pits. And I think, last time I saw it, he was like, is this enough? And we have more drivers into the pit, I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm Rogers into the pits, and let's see who's more. I can't see anyone more. No, only I'm Rogers is also into the pits. Yeah, that's maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's gonna cost him. I think the gap was like 5.1 when he pitted, so I saw it change to 4.8 then. So I don't know. Let's see. It's gonna be a lot closer. That's for sure. And it's a bit of a bottle if he doesn't win it right now, because that would have been not an easy victory, but he had one hand on the cup, I would say. He was very close to victory. Well, not very close, but he did have one hand on the cup. He was in the prime position to take victory, and he just made a little mistake coming into the pits. That's one. It's new this year that we have pit assist off. So drivers will have to come into the pits manually, and we still have this battle between Kanyal and Zevi. Zevi is from India, and I think Kanyal is from Indonesia. And let's see, I think, yeah, Kanyal's into the pits, and then the Duke Bristol's also into the pits. This is the main battle we're gonna be looking out for. Yeah, he's 7 seconds behind. He must have had a terrible outlap. Must be. And I think this is Chris has got the most penalties. And more driver stopping. And I think this is Chris's. Let's check on the race director. I'm thinking this is Chris. I can't find Chris. Yeah, he's made a pit stop already, so he had to go for an early pit stop. He's definitely gonna go for a 2-stop, I think. I'm thinking. Zevi now in clean air, being able to push. He was already in clean air, but now he hasn't got someone in his neck to overtake him. I think there's gonna be very close again between him and Stein. Let's see, this is Chris. At front wing damage must have been in that first part of the race, or the first lap of the race, where there was a big accident. I didn't see any more time from that one, but later in this corner, Chevy and the other speed boots both hit each other, and both would have front wing damage, and I think they both rage quit it. And let's see, Scenic probably just spun out on his own, and Phil Smith spun out on cold tires, or spun out, crashed into the wall on cold tires. Hi people watching, thank you very much. Leave a like if you haven't done so. And yeah, it's a fairly exciting race. And we go through another lap, and he's going very long on his stints. That's gonna help him out quite a lot in later part of the race. I'm wondering on how many percent tire wear he's on. Stein just needing to keep on putting, and Konyal got a penalty for multiple warnings. But Stein is gonna put in good laps to get ahead of Seffi. Of course, he will be faster, and Jospi goes into the pits, even though he's not there anymore. And Seffi on board is glitch, so let's just go out there with him. Surely his stint must be coming to an end. Full of surprises this first preseason race, I must say. breaking into turn 1 of turn 1, breaking to the one of the more technical sessions, and he's now being chased by Aaron Ridges. They're not, these guys are not far efficient, so we still need to make a pit stop, I believe. I'm just gonna check if Xavi, just double checking. No, he hasn't made a pit stop. He's really going long on his stint. And let's see, these guys are gonna have a battle. If I was Xavi, I was just gonna let Iron Mike just go. I'm just gonna let him go, considering you're not really fighting each other for track position. Yeah, he has done, and he's 10 times faster than you. Now, this lap I think it will be a good time to box for Xavi. Is he gonna come out ahead of his teammates? Putting in the lap times must be pretty lonely for him, considering he had to pit on lap 1 or 2 out of my head, and had no on-track action until Phil came out of the pits, and in which Phil crashed into turn 4, trying to look to overtake this is Chris, but when he that was very close. And this is Chris is gonna be in P4, but I think he still has to make another pit stop because he's never gonna make those tires until the end. What more that's to say? Yeah, Phil was like looking to go for a move, cold tires, wanted to move back again, and I think he just lost it. On the braking. Now I think surely Xavi must be pitting this lap, and his onboard is still glitched, so let's just stay away from that one. And no, still not coming into the pits. He is, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. He's gonna have to make another pit stop. Stein 9 seconds ahead, he's gonna gain that position, or behind, sorry. And still no, oh sorry, Xavi did start on the ultra softs instead of the hyper softs, so of course he's gonna make that stint longer, and this might be a bit of a strategic masterclass here. I'm not sure he's gonna have much faster tires, but looks like Xavi is really putting in the laps and not losing too much time. I think he's doing the maximum he can, and I think he's done the maximum. Because Stein obviously has fast tires, and he's just gonna catch up to him. 10 seconds is the gap. He's obviously gonna gain that position when Xavi pits, but it's all about Xavi. Ooh, that's Xavi needs to just get his head down then when he's on the newer softer tire. And he's just gonna have to push like a madman to gain P4. And some ball is really glitched. And I'm just simply wondering when he's gonna come in. Is he? That will be. I think it might be time to stop this lap because he's losing quite a lot of time. Yes, it is. He's just gonna pull into the pits right now. And let's see how his pit stop goes. Just approaching the force in the team box. I must say, Stein is. Oh, that's a front wing change. That's a front wing change. So that's gonna cost him quite a bit of time. I'm not sure was that wanted or was it an accident when he forgot to put off change front wing. Maybe it was an accident. I don't know. I thought Xavi was driving okay pace, but maybe he thought otherwise. Now Xavi's in P8. He's gonna have to cut his way through traffic to gain P4 of his teammate. Xavi's 8 seconds behind. This is Chris, and he's looking to just all settle down a bit. Maybe there are some people who are willing to risk it for a second stop, go for the faster tire and see what they can do, just like Xavi did but in another form. Duke Bristol is not on the same level I'm thinking of Sabman, at least on this track. Sabman is just driving a blistering pace. He was out of my head, two or 1 second faster than P3, and he was quite a bit ahead of number 2 Cognac. Bristol, I think, a little bit lucky to gain that place, but you know, he still needs to be there. He still needs to gain that place. Yeah, that's speak, rage quit or Heron. Disconnect from the host. Seffi. Oh, yellow flag. We have yellow flags. I can't seem to find anything. Surely there must be something going on in somewhere. Seffi, this is Chris. No. Yeah, this is Chris. Must have had a crash, might have had a spin. Because he was completely on his own and he probably had a spin. Needs to pit again for a new front wing. Right, let's just look at the penalties of these guys. If you can just see the incidents. Quite a bit of warnings. That's, I think a lot of people had penalties last year. So this is very a track where you can very easily gain a penalty. And he gets put on a lap again. Yoda speaks his ghost. I think out of my head AI is on 0%. So he's not gonna go fast. The field is just settling down a bit here. We have Salmon in the lead, Duke in second, Iron Rogers in third, Stein in fourth, Congel in fifth, Endoy in sixth, Xavi in P7, and this is Chris in P8. And those were the drivers that are still driving 26 seconds behind Xavi. That's gonna be a lonely race for him. It's looking just off to settle down a bit here. I think the closest, yeah, 2 seconds. Yeah, let's just go on board. Let's watch Xavi catch up to Endoy. Of course, he's gonna catch up to him. He is faster and newer tires. But is Xavi gonna get them to the end of the race? I'm not sure. Those hypersofts were out very fast. He's putting good lap times. He's notably faster than Endoy. 1.1, and I think at the start of the lap it was like something in a 2 seconds. And now he's in a DRS zone. Is he gonna risk it? If I was Xavi, I would take it calm. Use a bit of my ERS and just take a nice clean pass. But if I was Endoy, I would not defend him because he's just gonna be faster. You already know that. There's no way you're gonna hold him up. Yeah, you're gonna hold him up, but you're just gonna lose the time yourself. And now Xavi is just looking to find a gap. Is he? No, doesn't dare to go down the inside. I think he's gonna do it on the main straight here, or maybe even before turn 2. This is turn 1, which people seem to forget. Sorry. And running outside maybe. I mean, he's putting up a fight. Endoy is. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, he doesn't have much track action, but this is really costing Xavi some time. And Xavi is passed, and can he go down the inside? Yes, he can. And there's a little bit of contact there, I thought. And Endoy is, I think, just gonna lose Xavi out of sight right now. And yes, he is. He already lost a little bit of time there. He's just gonna, if he wants to overtake him again, yeah. Well, that was that battle, very short-lived, logically, because Xavi is on a much faster tire. Pitting now would be a definite risk. it will be a risk. Gonna have to make a lot up. I'm gonna have to make up a lot of time in a very short space. But you know, we have some risk takers here. I think if I was Sandman, I wasn't gonna pit now. Duke, I think, also wouldn't do that. But maybe guys like Konya might want to risk it. I don't know. I think we're definitely coming to the space. If you don't do it now, it's not gonna come. Zeffy is needing to catch up quite a bit. He is 7 seconds. And Android into the pits. Android into the pits. How many stops is that? How many stops is that? Let's just check on the race director. I think he has only. This is his second pit stop. He goes for the 2 stop. Yeah, I mean, what does he have to lose? He was 7th, second last out of all the running drivers. Stein outperforming his teammates. Sevi, Daniel, just driving around very lonely. And Zevi is also starting to catch up to Konyel. And Konyel just gonna keep losing time, not only to Stein, but also to Zevi. 6.5, 6.4 the gap. Of course, this man is still leading, has done the best job out there. And I think has one hand on the trophy, like I said. I think the only real mistake he made was coming into the pits. He went too fast and he had a not a stop go penalty, but 5 second time penalty, which he already took in the pit stop. So no time added to the end of the race. And Righteous is driving around, doing the job. P3, that will be a very nice podium for him. Stein, his debut in VRL, and he's just doing a very good job. He's kept his teammate behind for now, and Zef has lost a bit of time. Maybe he's had a little bit of a mistake there. Let's just go on board with the man who's got the newest set tires on. And this is where Phil lost it. He tried to move 2 times, I think, and just lost control of the car. Very well done. He seemingly is fast, but he lost a bit of time there, I'm thinking. Anja is also catching up to... Yeah, it's catching up to Stein. Stein, he hasn't got that P4 just yet. Still needs a few more laps to gain that. And we also have penalties, of course. I don't know out of my head who has penalties. I'm sure this is Chris has a few, but he's already last. And I think this is Chris is about to get lapped by... Let's just watch for Sadman. Yeah, he's about to get lapped, I think. Yeah, I think I can see. Yeah, is that Yoda or is that? I'm not sure actually. Is he going to get left? Let's just watch. He's quite close. And this is also a very nice battle forming up. Android has the newest tires, but for some reason this is versus catching up rapidly. He's on the soft tires. Kanyal just received a 3-second tire penalty. And I think he has already more than Zevi, so I think at this moment, in this time, Zevi is gonna gain P5. But you never know, he might cut a few corners also. Let's just see if there's incidents. Yeah, we have Konyal has 3 seconds. Was that his first 3 seconds? No, that was the first warning. No, it looks like Konyal was at his first 3-second tire penalty. I'm very sorry for the mistake. Savvy still chasing him down. Gaining and gaining. and Cornel is also gaining on Stein, so that might be a nice three-way fight in the end. Sevi 5 seconds behind. Is he gonna? I don't know. These tires are of course wearing, and they're wearing fast. But I must say, Cornel is also on all tires. This is Chris 2.1 behind Endoy. These guys are in no man's land. 3.3 is the gap to Stein right now. And I think I think Sandman, if he doesn't spin or crash out, the victory is his. Yes, I have also right. He's coming around to left. This is good. Let's see how this goes. I got lap one time in VRL, and I think lapping only has happened. On track lapping has only happened like 2 times, and that must have been Monaco, where myself and another driver were not that fast around Monaco, and we just got lapped. But we finished the race, so, and that was quite an achievement also for us. Yeah, it just comes to a lap around and trying to look for any battles, but it seems to be a little bit dull here right now. Of course, everything is settling in, and I think nothing interesting will happen. This gets another penalty. Even if he gets ahead of Endo, I don't think he will get the position. Just go on board with Sadman. Ooh, that's created a 13-second gap to Duke Bristol. Very well done by him. Putting in very nicely. Like I said, you don't want to go too deep because you basically will be drifting around. Xavi still only 3 seconds behind, but I think Xavi has like a 6-second time penalty altogether. I'm not sure, but I think he at least has 1 penalty of 3 seconds. That's for sure. And this is Chris rapidly catching up to Android. Just also something to keep an eye out. I'm just gonna switch to Android. This is Chris was disqualified from the session. I already had this in my head. He cut so many corners. He got a lot of, and with yellow flags. I think that was because of the disqualification of this is Chris, and that's not good for him. That's not good. Yeah, in a way, I had the scenario in my head. I saw him getting so many warnings, penalties, and at one time the game says, no, that's enough, you're disqualified. And that means no one will get in position except the ghost of Yellow Speak. And he probably gets P7. Very dull performance for him, not really being able to make a difference, but he was quite a big part in one stage of the race where Phil Smith crashed out behind him trying to overtake him. Now, very sad though, because that was looking to be a good battle. So, very sad that this was got disqualified, because that was shaping up to be a good battle. Xavi involved with him 1.9 behind Xavi. We're still looking to gain P. I think P4 might be still possible on penalty. I'm not sure though. I haven't kept track of all the penalties. I know at least Xavi has at least 1 or 2 penalties. one or two penalties. Xavi has Coniel has only one penalty of 3 seconds, and Xavi might have two. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's a very exciting battle, and Bristol just got a penalty. It won't matter much though. 1 point. There's 1 second between them. Just outside of DRS, and I was in it. But is it too late for the D? Yes, it is. It's not soon enough to get into the activation zone. Second last lap. Someone got a penalty also. Won't matter too much. Xavi is a very good driver, very good racecraft. Very, I would say, very calm, keeping his head always calm and not rushing things. But he is one of the more unluckier ones, considering his 9 out of 10 times connection to the host, Phil Smith. Oh, that was a very close, and actually that was one of. He made a similar mistake in pre-season 1 testing of last season, and then he spun out and took another car with him. But that was then. Now it's season 2. Being pressured by him, and he got a little bit wide there. I'm not sure his tire wear. I'm not sure what the tire wear is of these guys. Xavi pitted later than Coniel, but he's on a softer tire, so more wear for him. And Coniel is on pit later, but he's on the harder tire. Xavi, just catching, gaining. Both country-wise live very close to each other, so the connection to each other should be fine. 5. Oh, that's 5 seconds of goal penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Oh no, this is huge. I'm very sorry. Answer 5 seconds stop goal penalty. Is this gonna change anything? We're just gonna keep watching. Oh, Xavi just has a moment there. It's Sadman who's taking victory. But it is this battle we're focused on right now. Stein vs. Ooh. I think more risks are gonna be taken here, but I think Coniel's got it. I'm not sure if he's gonna take it on penalties. I'm not sure. And it's looking like Coniel 4th. Surely Coniel's gonna take P4 here. 110%. Yeah, last corner, just need to navigate the last corner, I think. That's him to P4 on the track. Let's see. Coniel's P5. It's P5 actually. And Xavi's P6. Stein gets that position on penalties. Enjoy still need to cross the finish line. The last driver to cross the finish line. Last sector. He's gonna finish last out of all the racing drivers. But that doesn't matter because he didn't make any mistakes and still gets a very good P7. Of course won't get any point for it considering this is the pre-season race. And that's 7 from him. Very dull race for him, no real race action. Sadman, first place, followed by the Duke of Bristol and Iron Riders. It was a very clean victory. And well deserved, I can't say anything else. He had a little moment coming into the pits. He braked. He didn't brake enough and went speeding. And he just gained victory. And it's very well done. I'd like to congratulate him. That's a very clean, good victory. No real racing from him. Maybe he did get it from the start. What happened there? Let's just look at the final results. Yoda's peak finish doesn't get any points or being classified as finished. Andoy finished 7th, Savvy 6th, Coniel did finish 4th on track, but on penalties loses it out to Stein in P4. Iron Rogers takes a very good podium. Behind the Duke of Bristol, very nice podium also, and Sabman is doing very well also. I would like to thank you for watching, and I hope you will join us for the next stream. Thank you.